Hello, all my JavaScript friends. This is the Virtuoid, aka Mike Smith, and this is our snake game. And check it out. So I was up to the point that I thought, I might be able to actually get a little bit of the game working from a UI perspective. I had done a great deal of work on the inputs, and you haven't seen any of the input videos yet. But I also kind of started working on the UI stuff, and I thought, let's see if this actually works. And by golly gee, it works. Right now, I'm using the WASD keys to move the mouse. I don't have implemented pause or reset or anything like that, but it does. If it hits the end, boom, it stops if it hits the edge of the screen, which is absolutely wonderful. And what's great about this is it works the way I thought it would work. So let's take a quick look at some of the code. So this is all there is to the HTML part itself, and it loads into snake html.js. Let me show you what that does. This is how I wanted everything to work. The idea was here is that I wanted the UI to be completely independent of the input, which to be completely independent of the game, be completely independent of the snake, and to be completely independent of everything. And all it has to do is be able to say, I need to draw this, or I need to draw that, or I need to get an input from this. And then the game figures out, okay, they're connected up to the WASD keys, or they're connected to an HTML version of the game, or a 2D version, 3D version. And so all I did here is just basically, I've created my game. I've created my pitch, which you haven't seen a video for the pitch yet. That's coming up shortly. I created a UI. In this case, I'm doing the HTML UI. Remember, we're going to be able to have 2D, 3D, 4D, HTML, and even terminal UIs. I gave it my snake starting position, at a starting position, a starting direction, starting speed, and a starting length. And that's what all that is. And I gave it an input. And again, some of these videos, obviously, you haven't seen yet since we kind of just started everything just about 4 weeks ago. But the idea here is that everything here is completely independent. So nothing depends upon anything else. Everything is driven through events. So all I did was, after I created the game, I said, hey, add this pitch. And by the way, use this UI and use this set of inputs, which in this case is a keyboard layout, a keyboard layout here. That's what I'm using, the device input. And add the snake and then just start. And that's it. And so the game itself says, okay, all I want to do here is I'm going to tell the UI to draw the pitch. I'm going to tell the UI to draw the snake. And then I'm going to set the interval. In this case, I've got it just hard coded to 250 milliseconds. I'm going to move the snake, and then I'm going to tell the UI to update the snake. And that's it. And when the input occurs, I've got the game sitting here saying, okay, when the input is changing directions, then I'm going to tell the snake to change directions. And that's it. That's all I need to do by using all these vectors that we already have talked about here, which is what our direction is all about. Then this will automatically change the direction of the snake. And, that's it. As long as I do all these particular inputs, all these events here, these are all the events that are coming in from the input device. And these are all the events that are coming in or going out to the UI device to tell me when things are completed. And as you could tell, it works perfectly. WASD. Now what happens if I try to go completely opposite? Absolutely nothing. I press the A key there, like I'm going to press the S key here. See, nothing happened because I had already tested for that. But it worked exactly the way I wanted it to work. So now all I have to do is I can give it any UI. I can give it any input. And I can just say, and any pitch, and I can just say, start. And it works great. This is exactly the way I wanted it to be designed and for it to work. So I hope to get all these videos done here within the next couple of weeks. I've gotten really far behind in getting recordings, so I'm kind of panicking here to get recordings up. And I think I'm going to start releasing 2 a week to try to get it caught up, because we got a holiday game coming up too next month. It's going to be wonderful. I've already got a great idea for it, just haven't programmed it yet. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for a lot more videos. I think the next video is we're going to talk about the body, and then we're going to talk about the snake. Then we're going to go to the pitch, and then we're going to get the really big ones, how the inputs work, how the devices work, and how the UIs work. And then once all that is done, then we're going to throw it all together into the games that you see on the screen here. So, keep tuned for all that. And hey, thanks again for listening to the channel. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to this channel to view more videos. Click on the like button on this video and visit us at TheVirtuoid.com. Also, support us on Patreon, where you can get access to member-only videos. Links are down below. Again, thank you very much for watching, and keep on coding.